Yo, what's up everybody? Jumpin' here, and I am back with my Noob's Guide for Elden Ring. In the last episode, we were exploring the Deep Root area, and we've pretty much finished that. Now, I'm actually in the capital, because we are finally going to go and get this Dung Eater summon, which I've been talking about a lot. And we need to be in the capital to do it, so we're going to go from this grace that we found in the last episode. We got access to this place because of the Deep Root area. And now we're just going to walk out this door. And then I'll show you exactly where we need to go to get this summon. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I have went ahead and got the summon now. And played around with it a little bit to test it out. I don't think it's all that good. I don't know what people were talking about. I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not like the worst thing in the world. But, compared to my Mimic, I just don't think it's really worth it. Especially because it requires ghost materials to upgrade. And right now, there's only so many I can get. There is another summon that's also really good, and it is the Black Knife summon, which we will be getting once we're doing the Ranni questline, which we're going to start in this episode. So I'm thinking that I'm going to show how to get the Dung Eater summon. And then I'm going to wait on upgrading it until I get the Black Knife summon, do some testing, and kind of determine which one I think is best. So, that's the only downside to this, because, yes, I personally, after testing it, did not feel like it was better than the Mimic. Now, to be honest though, my Mimic is so good and overpowered because I'm so strong. So that might be a factor. Also, the Dung Eater will bleed enemies, which is nice, but my Mimic bleeds too because it's using my weapon, which bleeds. So, there's a lot of things here. And as you can see, I am kind of just roaming around the beginning here of the capital, just grabbing a couple items and stuff. Watch out, this guy will always get you. Take him out, and now we can come up behind this dude who is breathing the fire. And there is actually an item back here. So let's go and grab that, and I'm pretty sure I've showed all the items in the beginning. Now we can actually take this elevator down, and as we take the elevator down, we're going to see something that we have to get. That's the important thing that we need right now. It's directly across in that chair, and we're going to be able to go and get it right away. No problem. Now the beginning of this little section here, I'm probably not going to do it properly because I'll save it for later once I'm actually doing the capital and getting every little thing. But for now, all we have to do is grab this item and take this ladder up. And then we can actually jump on the rooftops and skip this whole beginning section, which is a nice little thing. There is a chest over here. Let's go and grab that. And then we just have to go up the stairs if we want to get the item that we need. Because once we get one of these items, we can go and talk to the Dung Eater, and he's going to give us a key to the sewers, where the sewers are in the capital. And the sewer is definitely an in-game area. There is no doubt about it. The place is hard. And I do kind of want to do it. I'm going to be honest. But the reason why I want to do it, let's actually take out these enemies over here. These guys are just annoying. I've talked about it many times. They will toss that dust at you. And that dust can do some serious damage. Watch out as well. These guys are just chilling. And they will get up. And they will actually attack you. Guy in the corner here. Just go ahead and do that. That's the beautiful thing about the shield. Now the reason why I want to actually go ahead and do the sewers is because of the reward that you get at the end. It is really the only moment in the game that I would consider to be ridiculous with gravity. It is insane. But the thing is that if we can do it, we're going to get the best shield in the game. And even though they kind of nerfed it a little bit, not really the shield, more or less the talisman, but they did nerf it a little bit, it is still so good. There's no reason not to get it. And then once I get it, I'm going to go full-fledged noob, and we're going to abuse it. That's the thing. I know some people might not like to hear that, but this is the Noob's Guide, and I'm going to show you why this shield is so insane. Watch out for this guy. Oh, wow, he's got gold eyes. Nice, give me that XP. You're going to get a lot of XP here, by the way. Especially in the sewers, there's tons of XP, and it's a pretty good little farming spot. On my first playthrough, I abused it. I used it all the time. So right over here, this is where we can get another grace. And this is actually going to take us to where the sewers are. But before we do that, let's actually go outside and kill this little mini boss that's out here. Because there's no reason not to. Also, I'm going to rest. I believe the girl's going to talk to me because I haven't rested yet. And she will. But I do want to level up. I have 200,000 runes. That's quite a bit. So let's talk to her. And also, there's another thing I wanted to mention. Elden Ring, for some reason lately, I don't know why. Maybe it's my PlayStation. I'm not sure. But it is really making my PlayStation hot. And I was recording one of these videos the other day. And it actually shut off my PlayStation in the middle of the recording. And I freaked out. I went, what? What happened? And then I touched the PlayStation and realized, oh my god, it was so hot. And then I just turned it off and left it off for like an hour, and then it was fine. So now, before I even start playing this, if my PlayStation's been on for a while, I actually will turn it off for like 20-30 minutes before I even try to go ahead and play and record, because I don't want that to happen again. But I mean, look at my Mimic. My Mimic is hitting so hard. And from my testing with the Dung Eater when I was using them, and all I did, to be honest, I didn't use them enough, like not a full super test. But what I did do was I fought a boss, and I summoned him and I let him solo the boss. Now he killed the boss, and the main thing that the Dung Eater will do is put a debuff on the enemies, which is pretty cool. That's a nice little thing for a boss, obviously, to have a summon that will debuff the boss for you. But he was hitting the boss for like 200 something damage, and then he would bleed, and then it would be a nice little chunk. All that was great. But then I went ahead and said, let me just try this again. Same boss, but let me go ahead and use my Mimic. And it was hitting for like 700 damage. And I'm like, what? Plus, with the Mimic, you don't have to use the thing for your mixed potion where you don't consume any FP. That's kind of a downside if you think about it, because I'm missing something for my potion. So you want to come down these steps and watch out for this archer. Make a left. Make sure you kill these guys. Otherwise, they will get up and they will try to backstab you. Same with this one over here to the left. Take him out. And be ready for this. The moment you turn this corner, this guy's going to attack. And of course, with my paddles, I accidentally just pressed the button, which I talked about before. If you see that happen, that's what's going on. I'm accidentally pressing the button. There's another one right here around the corner. Let's try to smack him good. We actually got the sneak attack damage on him, which is nice. And now that guy is still trying to shoot us, but now we can rush him. And let's smack him with the free hit. Oh, we can get another hit off. One more, and he's gone. Yeah. Now the place that you want to go here in the capital is actually up this dragon wing. And you can actually beat this place real quick if you know where you're going. Just go up the dragon wing and that's pretty much it. You're almost at the end. But if you want to explore this place, there's a lot here. I love the capital. It is so epic. I think that outside of Stormville Castle, which is probably the best dungeon or castle in the entire game, I definitely think that the capital is the second best. Let's pick that up. And I'm just looking around a little bit. I know there's some items over here. But the main thing down here that you can get is you can actually get to the sewers, which you can get here from another way, but this is kind of a little bit of a shortcut secret. Just kind of jump up here, and now we can jump up all the way. There's an item over there, but there's a hole, so watch out. And I can already hear it. There is a scarab over here, so let's go get that. Watch out for these things. Take them out. They will grab you. They're so annoying. That's the one downside here because of the scarab. So take out the scarab. Luckily, I actually hit that one. There's another one somewhere around here. There he is. You can't really block their grabs, so just hit them and they should die. Pick that item up. Right there, that is where the sewers are. And there is actually an item over here. And there is a golden seed over here. Where technically, once I'm actually doing the next spot for the Ranni questline, I will go to golden seed there. If I come back here and get the golden seed in here, I'll have max potions, which would be sick, and I'm going to be really happy about that. Let's pick this up, and now let's drop down to the sewers. Remember, the sewers are in-game. I'm going to show you why, because when you are at the literal end of the game, you can actually get down to the sewers still. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you can still get access to this spot. And there is an item that we cannot get right now. We have to wait till literally the end of the game to be able to get this item. It's a talisman, and it's a +2 one, but it's one of the better ones. I believe it's the one that gives you more health. So it's definitely one that's nice. I'll point it out, but like I said, we can't get it right now. You have to get it at the end of the game, and you have to drop down from a spot to get to it. But because of that, it makes me think that this place is designed for the end of the game. And when you're fighting the enemies here, you're going to feel it. Even the little rats. I'm about to fight some rats right now. Let's put our lantern on. But these rats will hit me hard. I'll let one hit me. Maybe. I want to get gangbanged. Come on, hit me. Where are you going? Okay, well, let's come over here real quick to look. Nothing. There's an item, but we can't get to that. We'll let one of them hit me. Come on, one of you. Last one, this one. Hit me, please. Come on. There you go. I mean, okay, that wasn't so bad. But still, for a little rat, that's quite a nice little chunk. I have a lot of health. I'll let another one hit me later, because maybe that one isn't as strong. But if we open this up, and you look up there, you cannot get that item. You have to drop down from up there to get it. And you can only get access to that at the end of the game. Do not take this ladder. The main enemies down here are these ogre guys, and they are strong. So just hop on down, and hopefully you don't aggro them, but just run forward, come in here, light the grace, and of course I did aggro one of them. Won't be able to hit the grace now, but ooh, that wasn't good. The big thing about these guys is their kick. Their kick is frustrating because it will have like hyper armor on it where you cannot stun them out of it. If you can hit them, normally you can stun them and it's not really a problem. And if you bleed them, they take a lot of damage. But one hit there, and watch, if he does the kick, it's a problem for me. Luckily, he's not. And when you knock him down, just take him out. And check out how much XP you get from these guys. It's quite a bit. I mean, that's not like crazy compared to maybe the bird, but if you weren't doing the bird, this is not bad. You come in here, you kill these guys, and then you just repeat. You do it over and over again. On my very first playthrough, I always came here to test my weapon, I would say, basically. Okay, this is a new weapon. I want to try this out. Let's see how it goes. Come here, try it on these guys, and if you could murder them really quickly, I knew, okay, this is a good weapon. If it took a long time, I said, nope. So there's a hole right here. We need to drop down here, and there are more rats down here. Let me let one hit me. I mean, look at that chunk. See what I'm saying? Again, I guess it's about the same as it was. If you get gangbanged, though, by some rats, and they keep hitting you, yes, they will kill you. Watch out. One in the box there. And coming up here, we're going to be able to pretty much go ahead and... I just forgot about something. Oh, crap. I'm a moron. Well, I was going to say we can run past all these enemies. I forgot that we need to go back to the round table. Now, we already got the grace, so it's not really a big deal. But when you pick up that seed curse thing that I got from that chair, you got to go and talk to Dung Eater, and he's going to give you the key to open this door. And that's the only way to open the door is to have the key. But I did want to actually get access to the sewer. That way I just had the grace and everything. But I just kind of forgot that we actually do need to come and talk to him. So talk to him, and now that you have one in your inventory, he will give you the key. And what we're looking for is his actual real body. This is not him. I don't know what this is, a projection. I have no idea. But now, let's go and talk to him for real. Which we have to go back to the capital, and we are going to the underground roadside. And then at this point, I'm just going to run past this stuff. I've already fought it once. I'm not going to fight it again. And you can get to the end of this no problem by just running past. So let's do that. Just kind of cut over here. Now there's some gargoyles in here, by the way. Man, the gargoyles are in here are the worst. They are the worst gargoyles. They made me rage so bad on my very first playthrough. It was terrible. Because this whole place is just, it's something else. And then there's some crabs at the bottom of this place where a Somber 7 is. That was my very first Somber 7 I ever got on my very first playthrough. But the crabs, which are not crabs, they're lobsters. The lobsters that are down there, oh my god. They are so OP, it's insane. But there was an epic moment when I was helping my friend clear this spot. And we went down there, and then there was an invader. Oh my god, it was so much fun. Because It was so chaotic. It was me and my friend versus this invader, and he was really good and strong. But we had these lobsters to deal with. It was amazing. Now watch out. There is a giant finger right there. So smack it again. Take out the little baby ones, and we will be good. Watch out. Come on, die. There we go. Pick all this up. Hey, another Somber 7. So hey, this is a spot. If you need Somber 7s. Wow. I don't know if they respawn though, to be honest. But now we can talk to him. And it doesn't really matter what you say to him, I don't think. I'm just picking the first option. I just want to talk to him again, make sure he starts repeating himself. And then we do have to go now back to the round table. And we have to go and talk to him again. But he's not going to be there. That's the thing. So let's come on over to where he was. And he's going to leave us a note and challenge us to a fight. Now, do you remember there's another NPC as well? Well, he's going to get mixed up in this. And I think that's the end of his little quest line. But as you can see, you can read the message. Now where we need to go is to the capital outskirts. We already have the grace. It's going to be this one right here, the outer wall. And where we're going to go is down here to this water. So I'm just going to put a waypoint now. But that's where we need to go. There's also a lot of stuff up here. I think I will actually grab the stuff that's up there. And there's a couple bosses up here that we can fight as well. So why not? So I'm going to go ahead and cut this ahead. I'm going to see you guys in a moment. Alrighty. Well, there is actually a boss over here, which I kind of want to fight now because we didn't fight him before. Let's go and take him out. He's going to be worth like a nice little chunk of XP. But let's kill these enemies right here. And I think I pointed him out before and I said just avoid him. At the time we were really weak and stuff. But he's just down the road. This is south on the little compass. And he's right here. And it is going to be... Come on. This guy. Hello. Gotta fight him again. And I'm trying to do it on the horse. But last episode I had bad time on the horse. Let's see if I can change my luck a little bit. Hello. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Oh, wow. I can't believe my horse is fine. Thought for sure I was going to get knocked off. Let's get up behind him and smack him. There we go. We bled him and just chunked him. But that's going to be worth a nice little bit of XP. 17,000. I will take that for sure. Now let's head towards the beacon. And along the way, there are several kind of pointless items. I mean, I don't really want to say that golden runes are pointless, but they're minor. Let's just say that. There's another one right here. Let's pick that up. Oh my god, now that is a useless item, as you know. Mushrooms. Why is it always mushrooms? And I could have made it nighttime right now because the bosses that are up here are nighttime bosses, but I'll make it nighttime. There is a grace up here as well. I'm kind of just looking around because there are several items up here and I know I'm gonna miss stuff. I just know it. It's gonna happen. There's no doubt about it. Here's an item right here. Oh my god. Having trouble. A lot of skeletons here, so I don't really want to fight them. You know how it is. I don't like skeletons. They're annoying because they keep getting up and stuff. Pick that one up. Now let's just keep going down this, and you can see right now the grace that's up here. So let's hit that. And if you don't know what we're about to fight, well, it's one of those guys. The one that I struggled against. The bell bosses. Well, this one isn't nearly as bad as the other one. So we don't have to worry about that as much. Let's take a look at his inventory. I'm going to buy the rune arcs. Oh my god. I knew that was going to happen. I had a feeling. Let me back off. Okay, I'm not going to be able to hit the grace. Can I hit the grace now? Nice. And I am going to make it nighttime. And this guy is always really weird. So I might have to rest at the grace again. I will because the merchant is still there. And if the merchant is no longer there, he can spawn now. I'm going to go ahead and buff up. We're going to two-hand our weapon, because why not? And get ready to start smacking them. Just do what you always do. Smack them as many times as you can. If you can hit him 4 times, he's a goner. Rolling, of course, is always nice. There we go, the follow-up. One more hit. Ah, no! Let me back up a little bit, shield back out, and we go chug. I mean, he does hit pretty hard, but there we go, follow up. We hit him a lot harder, and he gets wrecked. Now he's going to drop his thing, which I haven't really used him. He's only worth 20k, but those things that he drops, it just allows the merchant to sell more stuff, which is not bad. Let's go ahead and chug one of the FP potions, and let's come up here. There might be an item up here, but the main thing that's up here is a deaf bird. Just like one of those guys, well, there's a deaf bird up here. There is an item right there. Let's pick that up. And there's going to be a lot of skeletons, or really, it's the snails that are over here. Snails are annoying, because they are going to come after us and smack us. And there I go again, with the annoying. Or I mean, frustrating. Why is the deaf bird not coming out? No, I think it's over here. Well, there's an item, which is for the mixed potion. Here's the deaf bird. This is one of the easier deaf birds, though. Remember what I said? Oh, that's the grab. What I was saying about the deaf birds. Ow! Come on, get a hit off. And there we go with the horse. Ah, the snails are hurting. Oh my god. I hate that scream. I've talked about it before. Oh god. Alrighty, now to be honest, I think I'm gonna hop off the horse for this. First of all, smack some of these snails up just to get rid of them. There we go. There's still some more. Hopefully they won't interfere too much, but blocking against this guy is not bad because for the most part, he will kill the snails too for me. But for the most part, he doesn't have like any crazy attacks like the frost fire ones do. The main thing that he has is that scream. That scream will do some serious damage to you, plus his grab. His grab is always pretty crazy. And you know it's coming where he screams from a distance, and just get ready to dodge if you see that. Just block, and smack him. There we go. He's dead. And of course, yes, he's very, very simple and easy. If you're on the horse, though, at any time you get knocked off the horse, you're probably going to take a lot of damage. That's what happened to me. Got me killed. Let me look up here. Just double check for items. I know there's probably a couple more around here somewhere. Pretty sure everything, though, is pretty minor stuff. So I wouldn't really worry about it too much. It might be another golden rune or something. Yes, there is an item right here. Let's pick that up. What is it? Golden rune, like I said. And I'm going to keep looking. And I don't really see anything else. Now we can come down here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to reload the area. And we're going to have to actually go ahead and come back. Because we first need to talk to this NPC. Then we can go ahead and actually get the Dung Eater to spawn and invade us. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. But let's go down there. But there was an item I just grabbed, as you can see. And it was in that little spot. Plus, there are archers in this area. This is where you can get access to the capital. If you want to get in, like, the real way, you're supposed to fight a boss first. I do believe there are some items over here in this water as well, including, like, a giant crab. But the guy we need to talk to is just over here. Remember him? Oh, man, I wanted to kill him so bad. But he's going to suffer. And that's what he gets. Because he's rude. But let's go ahead and buy the crab. I'm just buying a couple of these. And we can also talk to him about Dung Eater. And then get some more information from him. And I believe after that, that's pretty much it. Now we just have to reload the area. Let me just talk to him again. Make sure all of his dialogue's done. It is. There was no more options. Hop back on the horse, and I'm just looking around real quick. Pick up this one item here. In the middle, there is a giant crab, so I'm trying to avoid that. I think we are good. Let me go ahead and now reload the area. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to cut it ahead because I'm just going to travel back down here. And you'll see once I get down here what's going to happen. Alrighty, well, I went ahead and made it day as well. But if we come back over to where this guy was, well, that don't look right. That don't look right at all. And if we talk to him, pretty much he is a goner now. And we are also going to get all his stuff. And I can loot it. There we go. We got another one of those curses. But the main thing is we got his helmet. We also got his weapon and his bell. And here comes Dung Eater. Oh boy. Now he's not very strong. Watch out for the crab though. Crab is the one thing that can maybe just be a little frustrating. Oh, what? I wasn't expecting that. I'm glad I bought those rune arcs. I actually needed them. That was amazing. I don't know what actually death blighted me. Was it Dung Eater or was it the crab? That's crazy. Let me level up my dex again. And now we can go and talk to him. I don't think you have to go and talk to him, because if you don't want this summon and you want to actually do his quest, I do believe this is an ending. It's not a trophy though, or an achievement, so it's not really a big deal. But what he wants you to do is go and feed his real self down in the sewer a bunch of those items, those death curse things that I just picked up another one from talking to that guy, and then he died and he gave me his helmet and his weapon. He dropped another one. I think it's Deathbed Curse was the name of it. That's what he wants us to do. But because we have that potion in our inventory, we can also administrate the potion to him and make him into a puppet. Now, he's not a good guy. Like I said before, it's kind of messed up to give anyone one of these potions and turn them into a slave. That's just messed up if you do it to any decent NPC. But with this guy, I would not feel bad about it, because he's a son of a bitch. There's just no doubt about it. He's just meant to be pure evil. So I wouldn't really worry about it. But now we can just run past all this stuff. By the way, one thing that's kind of frustrating in the sewers, there is a path to the right where those rats are. And if you don't kill these guys, especially if you aggro them, they're just going to keep doing that right there. And man, that will hit you real hard. So you got to watch out. But up the ladder we go. And now we can go and find him. And we can actually give him the potion. He's not going to be in this chair. And the whole idea, like I said, is that you collect these things. And then you go and talk to him. And then you just keep giving him some of the seed bed curse. But we can also give him the potion. And now he's going to become our puppet. But to actually take advantage of that, let's get rid of that. Let's now go back to where Ranni is. And we're going to put a beacon. And we can finally finish that wizard's quest. Oh man, I'm so happy. But I'm going to cut this ahead. I'm going to see you guys in a moment. Now, I made a whole video about this because we also want to do this guy's quest. Now, we are doing his quest because it's the potion quest, but he has a somewhat secret second quest. Now, his second quest is really messed up if you decide to help him. And that is, you turn Ranni, my waifu, so you better not do this, into a puppet herself. Don't do it. You can still do his quest without actually turning her into a puppet. The big thing is that he's going to give you a potion. If you just never give it to her, you don't have to worry about it. And bad things are going to happen to this guy, so it doesn't really matter. But now we can talk to him because we gave the potion out. He doesn't really care or know who you give it to. He just knows that you gave it out. He wanted you to give it to that one girl, but we didn't want to do that. We can also ask about this stuff. And he's talking about the girl right there. This is actually something, I guess, for the Ranni questline, where you're supposed to come and talk to him after you do the potion quest. Which, at this point, we actually, I think, are supposed to go and talk to that sorceress lady. Well, remember, we've already done that, so it doesn't really matter. And because we found his hidden chamber before, where the puppets are, we can now ask him about the puppets. And he's going to allow us to get one free puppet. Now you want to pick the second one here because these will cost you starlight shards to get. The second one, I believe, will cost you 2, where the first one only will cost you 1. So it doesn't really matter. So pick that up, and now we need to actually buy more puppets from him. But there's no option to do it, and what you're actually kind of meant to do here is you're meant to actually take one of his puppets and summon it. So if you go anywhere and you summon the puppet, then it should progress his quest. But you can also just simply quit out, and that's it. Just keep quitting out and keep talking to him, and then you're going to get an option that's going to be, I want to buy another puppet. So I'm going to do this a couple times, and however many times it takes, I'll let you know. But I'm going to keep quitting out, loading in, checking, quit out, load in, and I'm going to check. So I'm going to cut this ahead, and I'm going to see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, this is my second time loading in. Let's see if the option is there now. It is. Now what's interesting is that in my video I made about this quest, it actually took 4 times of me quitting out. This time it was only 2 times. I don't know what that's about. But now we can go ahead and buy another puppet from him. But he's going to charge us now starlight shards. And we only have 6. So I'm going to buy this one. I can't afford that one. You can buy these later though. Don't worry about it. But now that we've done that, we can talk to him again, I believe. And we can actually hear about his scheme. There it is. About the scheme. He's going to tell us a little bit of a secret. Tell him that you're interested. And he's going to want us to go and get an item for him. And we can ask about it, the Amber Starlight. Basically, if you do this quest, he's going to give you this potion. But the main thing he's going to give you is a talisman. It is the magic scorpion ring, which is amazing for any type of magic build. If you're a sorcerer, or if you're using a magic weapon, it's not bad at all. So where you need to go to this outer wall phantom tree. I believe it should be like over here somewhere. I'll show you once I get there. I'm just going to load now. Okay, this is the wrong spot. Oops, I just realized it. I was looking at it and was thinking, oh, that did not look right at all. It's down here. It's this highway junction. That's where we need to go. And then I'll show you exactly where to go. You can kind of see it on the map on where you should put your beacon, but it's really close. It's like right here by this rock. Let's put it right there. We can go and hop on the horse now and just kind of ride over there. And there's going to be some enemies and stuff, but the main thing is we just have to pick it up, go back to him, give it to him. I believe at that point he is then going to give us the ring or the talisman. I always want to say ring because of the other games. And once we've done that, we can then carry on with the Ranni questline because that's what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting to actually do this quest because this is really, really easily missed. And I mean that with literally everything. I missed this twice. I knew about it, and then I missed it on my very first playthrough when I didn't really know about it. I just kind of like heard about it. Then on my second playthrough, I wanted to get it, and I missed it again because I just messed it up. And then on my third playthrough, I finally got it, and then I made a video about it. And literally, there's tons of people who watched that video, and tons of people who commented, "Thank you so much. Oh my god, I missed it. I didn't think this existed. I was super confused about it," because the wiki, which is a good source of information generally speaking, not very good when it comes to this stuff. So we got the item now. I'm going to fast travel back over here, and we're going to go and give it to him. And I'm pretty sure he's going to give us the talisman. Then we can go and actually talk to Ranni. And at that point, man, there's a lot of stuff. We are opening up so many things by simply just getting access to the capital. By going in there and finally doing this Dung Eater thing, we can actually do so much. Because, remember in the last episode, we met up with Fia. Now we can actually carry on with her quest as well, because Ranni's going to give us an item here that's going to let us flip that study hall. And that's going to give us access to one of the divine towers where we need an item that we have to then go back to Fia. Man, there's a lot to do. I don't know if we're going to actually be able to finish Ranni's quest. Like, I seriously doubt it. I'll do some of it, though, in this episode. But let's go and talk to him now and give him the item. And I think he gives us the talisman once we talk to him again. There it is. And even though I'm not using magic, you never know, right? It's a good thing to get this out of the way if you're playing, just because. Don't worry about buying his spells either, because you're always able to buy them later. Yada, 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 you get the idea. And same with the puppets. Don't worry about them at this point. They don't really matter. But now we can go back to the Rise, and we can go and give Ranni this dagger or blade item that we've been had, which is going to open up the end of her quest line. We've been holding on to this thing for a while now, so it's going to be nice to actually give it to her. And she's going to reward us with a couple things. The main thing is going to be this item that's going to flip that study hall. And then the other thing is a doll of herself? I don't really remember that part too much. I just know that you get like the miniature version of her. But now we can go and talk to her. And this is also going to make a couple other things happen. Like that guy we were just talking to, well, he's going to die. That's what's about to happen. If we go back to him, we're going to find his dead body. Just making sure everything is on the up and up. Double check again. Okay, so we're okay. And now I'm going to reload the area, because I do think he might have to reload the area before that guy might be dead. But I'm going to go check on him real quick just to see if he's dead or not. And also, I never even got the potion from him, because if I would have waited a little bit, like fast traveled or quit out multiple times, he would have actually gave me the potion. But again, I'm not going to actually use the potion from him, because I don't want to. That's ridiculous, right? I'm not going to make her into my puppet. And also, you miss out on stuff when you do that. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's anything like real interesting about it. I've never done it, to be honest. I just kind of did it once to kind of see what would happen, and then I didn't actually like fully commit to it. I fixed it, because there is a way to fix it. If you do administrate the potion on her, she gets all mad. That was one thing. She got really mad, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't expect that. But then if you actually go and forgive your sin, it will reverse the whole thing. So we just got his bell, and you can still buy the puppets from his dead body. But with his bell, we're able to buy the rest of his spells, if you want to buy those. Now, let's go ahead and head over to the study hall. And we're going to do that now, because let's get this out the way. And we're going to flip this spot, do it, get to the Divine Tower, get this item that we need. And then we're going to go fight this boss that's over by Fia. So I'm going to cut this ahead. I'm going to see you guys in a moment. Alrighty. Well, we need to interact with this thing right here. And now we can explore this tower upside down. Oh my god. Now let me be a little bit careful. Don't want to fall down that hole, because that's death. So just drop down here. And now you can jump through this. Gonna be a lot of hands in here. And you know how I feel about these hands. They are creepy. There's an item over there. I'm just kind of looking around. Be ready, there's going to be one of these sorcerers who, I think it's a female to be honest, but still, they will mess you up, no doubt about it. And I think they just spawned. Okay. Need to be careful. Watch out for this thing that just spawned. Ow! Oh, there they are. I see you. No! Ow! Come here. I'm not used to this thing being up like that. That's crazy. Oh, got a good hit. And it's going to teleport. I'm going to chug. And I'm going to run because I want to get that item. Let's go grab that real quick. Hopefully that hand will just fall off the map. Who knows? Hop over here, pick this up. And let's read the message. Yeah, no hidden path, no crap. Come on over here now. I guess I'll take the hand out real quick. And one more hit and the sorcerer is dead. I've seen this sorcerer as well fall off the map multiple times. It does happen. You can probably ignore the ghost guys. Not that big of a deal. Come here. This one doesn't really teleport all that much. It's not like the other one, which is crazy, and how it just keeps teleporting like crazy. come on over here. Let's look around. And I'm trying to figure out exactly where you go. I think you gotta hop off, right? Yeah, hop off here. And we're trying to get to an elevator. And that's gonna take us to the outside, which will lead us to the Divine Tower. I do believe we have to drop down here. So I'm just trying to run around for a second, looking around, but just gotta walk off. Be careful, obviously. Don't want to fall off and die. Remember that item? I don't know if you do or not. I pointed it out at the time on how there was an upside down item. And it was because the tower was going to flip. There's another item over here. Let's go grab that. And then we can hop down to where the elevator is and ride it. Just be careful. You know how it is. Don't want to fall off. Here we go. Now we can ride the elevator. And this is going to take us down, I guess. And there is going to be a boss. Pretty sure it's like a mini boss. Don't think you can summon for it. But a lot of people rank this particular boss really high on the difficulty level. I've never really had a problem with this boss, I'm going to be honest. Now maybe it's just me, I don't know. Just double checking the area. But we'll see. Now that I'm talking crap, this is what always happens, by the way. I talk crap about something, I go, oh, that's easy. Then when I'm actually recording it, I get my butt kicked. Compared to when I'm not recording it, I destroy it. Alrighty, there is a grace right here. Would recommend probably resting. You can also skip this. You don't actually have to fight this thing if you don't want to. It's kind of up to you. If you do struggle, you can always just ignore it. Let's hop on the horse. And if we can summon, this really will be a joke. But I don't think you're going to be able to summon for this. And on the horse, you might be able to do some stuff, but I'm probably going to hop off. I just don't trust the horse anymore. I'm going to be honest. I keep getting destroyed every time I'm on the horse. So this is the boss I'm talking about. And you can block a lot of the attacks. It's got black fire attacks. But let me back up. I'm just trying to show you the blocking, but you do want to roll through stuff like that. Give a nice little smack. It does have a phase 2, and the phase 2 is pretty insane, I'm going to be honest. Watch out. Do a counterattack now. Oh my god. Now, there's famous bosses from Dark Souls 1, which is Ornstein and Smo. And there was like a small one, which is Ornstein, and then Smo was the big fat one. And people basically make that comparison in this game. That this is Smo, basically, and the other one is Ornstein. There we go. Not really too much of an issue. And we're going to get the armor for that, which is really ugly because it makes you really fat. If you like to look ridiculous and look fat, then it's a great armor for you. But now let's hop on the horse and ride all the way over to the Divine Tower. I'm just kind of looking everywhere, just in case, because I just don't remember. There's a bunch of these on the ground if you want to pick them up. Pick everything up. And also, I don't really remember which Great Rune you activate here. We will have to come back at some point and check this place out, because at some point you're going to get a Great Rune, and if you come back here, you should be able to activate it in this spot. So now that that's opened up, let's go ahead and ride this up. There's going to be a grace at the top as well. And then once we're done with this, we can go back to Fia and complete her quest basically until the very end of the game, where it's one of the endings. Same with Ranni. Once we complete her quest, you will have an ending unlocked. And those are the important ones, because those are the trophies and achievements. I already talked about it before. You can always make a backup copy of your save right as you beat the game before you choose an ending. That way, if you really want to, you can get all of the trophies and achievements for endings in one playthrough. Totally would recommend doing that, because I'm sorry, come on. I love the game, but I really wouldn't want to have to go through it 3 times to get all of the trophies and achievements. That's just me. But let's go ahead and come all the way up, and there is an item here. Maybe it's just the item here. Maybe there isn't a great rune here. Okay. I want to say maybe there's no great rune that you get here. I don't really remember, to be quite honest. But we got the item now, so we can go ahead and head on over to where she's at. I'm going to cut this ahead. I'm going to see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, well, I went ahead and cut some of this out because I was getting a little confused on the quest. But what you need to do is talk to her, and you're going to be held. So she's going to give you the item, of course, that you can get rid of that debuff. She also will give you a new item as well, and you can use this if you want to get rid of the debuff, but you don't have to. You can hold on to this one. But give her the item, and then rest at the Grace, talk to her again, and you just want to keep talking in secret. And then eventually, once you reload the area, or rest at the Grace really, she's going to be now passed out or laying down. And this is where you can now go and fight the boss. So if we touch her, we're going to now actually get transported to where the boss is. But I was actually getting confused and I didn't know what to do, but then it worked. But I just kind of explained to you on what I did exactly. And here we go. Let's summon right away. And yeah, this fight is not easy. I don't want to say it's extremely difficult, but you see that? That's the problem. Deathblight. Oh man. And of course it's a really cool dragon. There's no doubt. But the big thing is you gotta watch out for the Deathblight. The Deathblight will get you killed here. For sure. But I am hitting really hard. That's the one saving grace. And I'm trying to avoid this fire attack. My summon, is he dead? What happened to him? I don't know what happened to my Mimic. My Mimic, like, got wrecked or something. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, sick. Probably could block that. You can definitely roll through it. Oh, of course, it's gotta fly. I'm just blocking right now. And it completely missed. That's amazing. Dragons are only frustrating when they run away from you. And they get away from you. Do my follow-up. Let me chug one of these. Get my FP back. And do a nice little smack. Another smack. One more light attack. Ow. Ow. Crap. Dude, chug, chug, chug. Here comes one of these attacks. I'm just blocking that. And come on. All I need is a light attack. Can I get the light attack off, please? There we go. So, not so bad. We so OP. Not really a problem. But it's definitely not like the easiest fight. There's no doubt. Like, it's can't get you killed, especially with the Deathblight. That's what you have to watch out for. Just don't stand in it and you should be fine. I already got killed earlier because of Deathblight, and that wasn't fun. But now we can actually go over to her body and interact, and now we're getting another item. I believe that's the item you need if you want to get the ending. That's the purpose of that item. The remembrance that we got, we can use to get like spells and stuff. So once you rest of the grace, check this out. So now here's D. Now we can pick this up, and we can get her armor. And if we talk to D's brother, that's who this is. Remember, we gave him the armor. And remember, I said you didn't have to summon him. And this proves that you don't have to summon him. So you can talk to him and now rest again. And if you rest again, you're going to be able to retrieve his weapon and his armor. So we gave him the armor, now we're getting it back. And we're getting a weapon as well. So there you go. That's done. And we are good when it comes to Fia, D's brother, all of that. So now, for the rest of this episode, let's go ahead and mess around a little bit with the Ranni questline. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head over here. Wait, not there. It's this one. And we are going to go to this spot right here, the Eternal City. And I'm going to see if I can talk to Ranni. I know that's really important. And this is the step that a lot of people will skip or mess up. But you need to rest at this grace. And then there should be an option to talk to her. Now, because there's no option, that tells me that I need to actually do this a different way, which I thought would have been the case. So what I'm going to have to do is now go back over here, and we need to go through this tower. That's the important bit. So I'm going to fast travel to this Royal Grace. I'm going to cut this head. I'm going to see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, well, if the door is no longer locked, then you are good. There's also an armor set. I believe it's her armor set that's in here. So you do want to pick that up because that is a really cool set, especially for any female. And definitely if you are a spellcaster. I'm just trying to look around. But I'm pretty sure we do have to enter from this way, and then we can actually progress with her quest. But the next step after we enter this way is going to be to go ahead and rest at that grace and talk to her at that grace. Pick that up, the Snow Witch set. Like I said, that looks really awesome, especially on a female. And you just need to go to the top here, and there's going to be a teleporter. And this is going to take us back to a spot that we've already been. Alrighty, well, we are back at the Ansel River main, and here is the item. So if we interact with this, now we just picked up the miniature version of her, and now I can go ahead and fast travel back to this spot, and then if by resting at the grace, I should be able to talk to her. That's the important thing. Make sure you talk to her all of the way, and it's really confusing because at first it's just dots, and it's dots. And it's dots. Now she talks. So you see what I'm saying? Like, you might, like, see the option, you click on it, you don't know what's going on because it's just dots, and then you just ignore it. But you just have to keep talking to it until she actually talks to you. The main thing that's going to trigger now is once we get to this other grace later on, we're going to be invaded, and then by defeating the invader, we're going to get a key, which it is a key to that one chest. And I will always forget. And I mean this. I'm going to forget. I know it. I'm always going to forget to go and open the chest before I fight this one boss. That's the downside. We'll see if it happens, because I'm literally talking about it right this moment. But I'm probably not going to complete her quest line. There's just no doubt. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm going to come up this way, because if you go up these steps, this has nothing to do with her quest line at all. There's some stuff over here to grab, but this has nothing to do. Now there's an enemy in here. Ow. Take that enemy out. And this is a chest here. And of course it's very confusing because you see these all the time and they're never a chest. Now all of a sudden they are a chest. Okay. But let's keep going. I'm just going to go up the steps. And there's another enemy here. Just smack her. And smack her again. Pick that up. Try to jump to get... Oh, crap. I hate that. I really do. I just wanted the item. Let's try again. Now these little mimic enemies up here, this is frustrating. Come on, give it to me. I'm pressing the button. Pick it up. And of course it's just some fan daggers. But with these guys, if you kill them... Oh, they take 2 hits. Ow. They're going to blow up. And then they will kill, like, all of the other ones. So really, in any of these groups, kill one and just kind of back up and let them just kill each other. That's basically it. Take out the last one though, back away from him before he blows up. There's a lot of these crafting materials you can pick up. And let's come in here. The ones with the shields, a little bit frustrating because you do have to try to get behind them and stuff to properly smack them. Behind him. They don't blow up either, these ones with lightning. If there is a lightning one in the mix though, you can take that one out and it does still blow them all up. But in general, no. These ones just won't self-destruct. But you just have to get behind it. Again, another chest. And what's in this one? Oh my god. It's so easy. That's good. That's real good right there. I'm glad we picked that up. I don't know like what we get off of that. I want to say it's probably like 4, 5, and 6. We can now just buy from the merchant, which is pretty nice. But these paddles, I love them, but it's so sensitive at times. There's an item all the way back here. Let's pick it up. And that's not bad. That's some ashes. One of the things you're going to get here is going to be a lot of the tears, the lava tears for resetting. There's going to be like several of these balls. Remember that? And if you kill them, you get tears. Now, what's really interesting is that you can do like this in co-op, and you can get a ton, and I mean a ton of these tears by just helping people in co-op. So there's a Somber 7, and that actually was creepy. That was legit creepy, that thing coming out of nowhere like that. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Now just come on outside, item here, pick that up. And let's get to the top. Just kind of looking around for a second. And this is a bridge. There is going to be a ball that's going to be on that bridge. So this is locked. We can open it up. And there is an enemy, a couple enemies in here. Oh, see, oh, it just got me again with that. I always talk about it. You got to be real careful with that. Whenever you have that stupid stone key has been used on your screen, you can't do anything. So it can get you hit. It can even get you killed if you panic and you don't know what you're doing. It just sucks. You just always have to remember to hit triangle or Y on Xbox to get rid of that. Because for some reason, hitting circle and X and all these other buttons, it doesn't just get rid of it. They need to add that in with a patch, though. Seriously. Where if you press any button, it should just get rid of that crap on your screen. So coming up, we're about to have this ball come at us. And the big thing with the ball is that you have to hit it. If you hit it, it's pretty much GG for the ball. But if you can't hit it because it's destroying you, that sucks. Let's come on over here. There's something in there. I just want to check around the corner. Let's read the message. I bet you this is going to help. Safety. Yeah, okay. Probably from the ball? Anything back here? Nope. I hear the ball, though. It's coming. If I can get a sneak attack on it, that's what we want. There it is. Let's try to get that. Oh, crap. Blocking it works, though. Great. But like I said, once you start smacking it, the ball is kind of screwed. There we go. Let's chug. And pick this up. Like I said, every time you kill one, you're going to get one of those tears, which is nice. There's definitely going to be an enemy in here. Here's a chest, though. Open this. Oh, hello, ball. Let's just block. And smack the ball. Smack again. One more time. And there we go. Well, this is a legendary item. Hey, nice. Like I said, I did get the Dung Eater. I've already tested him. Not really too sure about him. Once I actually get this other summon, which is the Black Knife summon, that's another one that is highly considered to be one of the best, if not the best in the whole game. And we're going to be able to get that at the end of the Ranni questline. Because of resources, I'm going to wait to upgrade it. Well, I will upgrade that one. I'm going to test it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test out that one and try to make a comparison. And I might even show you my data that I'm going to collect. Let me know if you want to see it. Maybe at the beginning of an episode, I'll just kind of show that off about what I feel about these. But if I'm going to compare the Dung Eater to the Mimic, I actually think the Mimic's better. At least from my little test that I did where I let the... Oh, watch out. There's a ball. Watch out for that. These ones will blow up. So again, if you hit them, but the ball is going to come out of nowhere and annoy you. But yeah, from my little test that I did, I just personally feel like the Mimic was just way better against the boss. Like, the Mimic just destroyed the boss compared to the Dung Eater. It took him forever. He killed the boss. I didn't have to do anything. But I want it to be stronger. Ow. I do believe this ball will only come down once you kill enough of these things. And that's kind of the problem. It's just trying to smack them. Hope that they die. So they all blow up. There's the ball. Hello, ball. Smack the ball. Hit it again. One more time. And we good. And now we just have to finish them off. I guess not. They're all being blown up. Come on. Ah. Just actual war. Get it over with. There we go. Pick all this up now. Thank you very much. Another chest here. Now there's one more chest that's in this area that we need to go and grab the stuff. Again, another Somber 7. They put them all here, man. I mean, if you just count them up, it's like 7 of them so far I've gotten from just the deep root area and now here. Like, it's crazy on how many there really are. And here's a scarab. I bet you this one's going to drop one too. Let's see. What are you dropping? Oh, okay. It's a Somber 6, but still. Oh, man. Another thing too, pretty soon here, I'm thinking I'm going to do those sewers, which I said is kind of in-game. But the reason why is because I want that shield. And when I get that shield, it is GG. Because I'm going to switch it up. And I am legit going to use a spear. And we are going to poke some of these bosses to death. And you will just laugh at some of these really hard bosses at the end of the game on how they're going to get destroyed. Now, there is one boss that you cannot do that against. And it is the hardest boss in the game. That's just the reality of it. But in general, that boss, you just can't block. You can't block because that boss has a mechanic where when it hits you, no matter what, even if you're blocking or not, it gets its health back. So if you block a lot, it's going to get all of its health back. So you cannot block against that boss. And that's the one boss. It is the hardest in the whole game. And it will definitely be the hardest for this series. Because we're so used to blocking and relying on our shield, we're going to have to mix it up. And I'll figure something out. I'll figure out a cheese or something, I don't know. But I have full confidence that I'm going to be able to figure something out to make that fight a lot easier. It's going to be hard, but we're going to do something to make it easier so that we can actually beat that boss without needing to summon other players either. Because that's the other thing. You can always do co-op in any of these fights, and it helps a ton. Alrighty guys, well I think that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to save the rest of this Ranni questline for the next episode. We will finish it for sure in the next episode. But if you've enjoyed this episode or if it's helped, make sure to like the video for me and be sure to subscribe for future episodes of this series. And if you do, make sure to click the bell. That way you can stay notified. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day. And peace out.